Hey, good morning. Today we'll be going to create a new visualization with the coffee chain. So first, we'll open the Tableau desktop. Then we'll select the file from Google Sheets, or if it is in the system, we can go to Microsoft Excel. So it's in the here. Let's open it. So once the file is opened, we'll be able to see the sheets inside the spreadsheet. So first is the fact table. We just drag it here, and the other one is location. And so when you drop the other one, it asks you so which thing is equal to the other one. So we have area code, which is equal to area code location. So if there is any change, you can make the change, or else just leave it. I'm considering as state. I'm considering area code only. Next we have product, linking it to the fact table as well because it is overly interlinked with that. So now let's create the sheet 1 with the question we are having on the documents. So let's copy it and open it and edit the sheet number. So here we got the question. So based on that, we will be creating and inputting our our fa- our things from the fact table and the location and the product ID. So as the question says, your VP is interested in whether total sales by product type is impacted by market size. So what is your conclusion? What type of chart did you use? Why? So firstly we will see total sales by product type. The sales is here. Let's put it in the columns. And the other one is product type. So if you see here under product, we have product type, product ID, and type. So let's take product type. The product type will get coffee, espresso, herbal tea, and tea. And now we need to consider by the market size as well. So here is the market size. We put this in the detail. So you can clearly observe two bars over here. So which significance is the small market and the major market. So under show me, you can see different types of charts, so which we can consider to use. So automatically this bar graph has been opened for us. Let's try with the number. So here is the major market and there's the small market. So the VP is asking our conclusion whether the small market is impacted by the major market. Well, yes, major market has a lot of people who consume coffee or any other products on a daily basis, and the small markets consume in little less compared to the major markets, as the working hours are different in the major market, and the small markets people tend to have it in their home rather than having in the outside market. And so I choose this chart because it is easily understandable with the numbers we can see over here. So let's open the second one. What the second question says is, which product types are doing better in small markets versus large markets? What do you think this in this case? So let's copy this question as well now and open in this sheet, edit the sheet name. So we have edited the sheet and added the sum, sales, profit, the market and the market type as well. So here, the darker the color, it indicates it's having more sales and more profit, and lesser the color, it means it's having a less sales and less profits. So here, if you consider, if you see, if you observe, the west area has a lot of people consume herbal tea, and followed by tea and and espresso, and later coffee. The least consumed product in the West is coffee. So, so when we go on to the block, we can clearly observe which the tile indicates the market, the product type, the profit, and the sales it got from there. And the least one is the South with the herbal tea, with sales having 25,677,000 and profit of 5,777, which is like 20% profit, approximately 20% profit. And here itself, the profit in the West is more than 20%. It's approx 30%. Yeah. So let's go for the third question, and let's see what is it. The third question is how total sales related to total profit by product type. Which product type has the highest profit and highest sales? Oops. It's an interesting question. Let's see. So how total sales relate to total profit by product. Which product type has the highest profit sales? So now, as they're saying total sales and profit by product type, let's consider sales, profit, and the product type in the rows. So this bar chart is automatically interpreted by the data visualization by the Tableau. So let's, if we want any change in the visualization, we can go through the different charts available on the side menu where we can see it on the show menu. So, so let's consider having this chart. So this one, the bar graphs with the multiple bar graphs on there, so which indicates profit sales side by side. So we can clearly see which product having highest sales and which product is having a highest profit as well. So if we observe clearly, uh, the espresso bar is about 220k, which means it having a higher sales, and the, the coffee has higher sales with 74,683, while the others are having the followed by 68,000 espresso. So which is considered espresso having higher sales, but the profits are being more procured from the coffee, which is having the second highest sales. Let's go to the third question and see the fourth question. You want to find out more about California, more about business in California. Show profit margin and profit by product and product type. In which product or type is company losing money in California? Okay, let's find out. So, as I mentioned about a particular area, uh, let's consider state into the column. So we don't require all the states. So let's click on California, and we'll keep only that one. As I also want the margin. So here is the margin they were procuring. and by profit and profit product and product type they require. So we'll put in the detail. uh, so we'll put that one also in the columns as well, and some in the detail or in the text. Show profit and margin, and we'll take the profit as well. So we'll consider this chart bullet graph. Bullet graph we can have two measures. So where California is a state having a coffee, espresso, herbal tea, and tea product types, and inner products are amaretto, Colombian, decaf, Irish cream, and other things followed by. So let's minimize the show me. So particularly in California, so all the products are doing great and the margin is also good. But whereas the two products, especially decaf Irish cream and the amaretto, having a negative profit and negative margins. So in the coffee session, only the Colombian coffee is having the higher sales overall, and the four products having 8,556, 566 profit and 10,734 margin. So these two indicate negative values, having negative 694 value and negative 334 value amaretto and decaf. So that's the end of the fourth question. So let's dig into fifth question. So which is product manager responsible for coffee is interested in sales of coffee across all states. Which state has the highest coffee sales? Show it on a graph. What are the So here is the fifth question. So we'll copy this now, and we'll go to the Tableau and edit the sheet name and include the question. The product manager responsible for coffee is interested in sales of coffee across all the states. Which state has the highest coffee sales? Show it on a graph. What are the top 5 states for coffee sales? So the product manager wants to know about the coffee. So, so let's consider product and put it on a columns. Not the product. So we'll put product type. So as the product manager only coffee, let's click on coffee. You will see two options: keep only or exclude the only option. We'll, as we require the coffee, let's keep only the coffee one. And he wants the whole market, so let's put state. So the California, he wants the sales. Now put sales in the column. So we got the product coffee and consuming in different states and the total sales on the bars. So so it's confusing for us to calculate which is on the top one and the top two and all. So let's go here on the top. There's a bar. We can sort by ascending order or by descending order. So let's consider descending order. So we can have 1 2 3 in a descending order. So it's easy for us to identify the first 5 places having a highest sales. So the first 5 places are California, followed by New York, Illinois, Colorado, and Texas. So these are the five places where the coffee is consumed more. So if you want to know which type of product is being consumed, you can just pull the product, so you will get that as well. And again, in the descending order. So in the California, Colombian is the highest consumed coffee, and in the New York, the only coffee consumed is the Colombian, and in Colorado and Samaretto in Texas is Colombian. So overall, we can consider the Colombian coffee to be the best one in the whole state, as it's being consumed more in the coffee type. So let's go to the sixth question now. So look at the profit by regions. So he wanted me to go about market by product type and product. Can you identify a region with a negative profit? What do you think it's causing? Which product and state is the main cause? Let's copy this question. So you want a profit in the columns, market in the rows, so with the market. So you get the east, west, central, and south. So as it is in the America, they are considered east, west, central, and south. By product type and product. So let's consider product and product and product. Alas, we got the report over here. So the bars which are showing left side having a negative value, and we'll see the different graphs if we want to make it more simpler. Let's see how it works with the packed bubbles. So here it's hard for us to know the negative values. So let's go back. Now we'll get all the things which we considered before. So let's see side by side bars. Huh. It's more colorful now. So let's put the state as well, the market in the state. Let swap the rows and columns. In the central area, Ohio State has a negative profit in decaf Irish cream, and in Missouri, herbal tea, chamomile tea has a minus 168. In Colorado and Missouri has the negative values, minus 1686 in Missouri and minus 141 in Colorado. In Missouri again, it's minus negative 209. So in the east, only in the New York, Cafe Mocha has a negative value, which is heavily impacted negative 6,354. And also the mint in New York is negative 4,780. In New Mexico, in the south, New Mexico, again the decaf Irish cream, same like the Ohio, it's negative 683. And it has a cafe latte with a negative -2, not some profit as well. In New Mexico, cafe mocha 160 negative. In California, amaretto coffee has the negative 2,217. And decaf Irish cream, as we seen in the previous charts, it's having a negative 3,891. So in the in the west side, Nevada has a negative whooping negative 10,980. And the green tea, so the main cause is the green tea with the negative 10,980. And so when considering other things as well, second comes let's take the product out and we'll see more. And so the first we'll consider green tea, then followed by decaf Irish cream, no, so the followed by cafe mocha, followed by mint, herbal tea mint, and decaf Irish cream. So the first affecting one is green tea, second is cafe mocha, and the third is herbal tea mint, and fourth is decaf Irish cream, and followed by others. So the product which doesn't have any negative impact, and with the whole six questions. So it's a sheet one, um, to identify the minor market sales and the major small market sales. The lighter the color is, it represents lower sales, and the darker color represents the higher sales. And here as well, the darker color represents highest profit and sales, and the lighter color represents the higher lower sales and profit. So in this, espresso being in the top position, having more number of sales, and coffee is having the highest number of profit. Over here, in especially in California, only negative margins where the California is losing money is in decaf Irish cream and amaretto. So the rest all are doing great. In the sheet 5, so the product manager wants to know which all states has the highest coffee sales. So here are the top 5 places. So we can exclude product over here. So as a product manager requires only the sales of different states. Here are the top 5 states: California, New York, Illinois, Colorado, Texas. And the sheet 6, so as we required to look at the profit by regions and product type and product. So with a negative profit, which product is causing that, and which state is in the main cause. as we require to know the state as well. Here they are. The Nevada is having the highest impact on green tea, which is having a negative 10,980, and followed by New York with negative 6,354 with Cafe Mocha, and followed by New York as well with the herbal mint tea. So, as we see in the tea, in the coffee, in the espresso product type, New York stands first, and in the tea, in the herbal teas, New York stands first, and in the teas, Nevada stands first. So here's a sum of all the six questions we required, and here are three icons mentioned below. This is for the new worksheet, same like sheet you'll be getting, and here is the new dashboard to present all the sheets in one page, and here is a new story to make a visualization into story. So let's try this story. So the so let's consider fifth one over here. So the story is like this. So so let's not consider this as of this moment. So we are more focusing on the questions we are assigned with, and then let's now save this and save it to the Tableau account. So let's delete this for this moment. So let's now save everything. So let's click on the save button, or you can just type command S for Mac and Windows S for Windows people. So let's book one. So let's say coffee sales as an visualization. Data viz. Save this. Ta-da! It's saved. So now it asks for the permission from our server. So it goes to the